Excuse me, sir. Quick question for you. Have you ever been broke before?
I went broke because the state of Texas, who I had a contract with, refused to pay me and stole $30 million of my money. Would never do business with the state of Texas again.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
On a $6 million investment, I made like $40 million.
$600 million.
And what happened that year that you did 600
Sold a
million?
business.
You sold a business. How much did you sell the company for?
$600 million.
I'm 67, but good.
I'm 22 though. You got 45 years on me. Whose generation works harder, yours or mine?
Mine.
Yeah? Why is that?
No question about it.
Do you think you worked harder than me when you were my age?
Oh, hell yeah.
What's one lesson about business that you give to somebody that they will not learn in school? Hard Knocks family, we are at the Millionaires Playground in Las Vegas. And since Las Vegas is home to 60,000 millionaires and over 10 billionaires, we're gonna be going all over the city to the wealthiest casinos, hotels, and restaurants to figure out how the people here created their wealth and how you can start your path to becoming financially free in today's world. So with that being said, let's get this video on the way. Hard Knocks family, we just got to our first destination out here in Las Vegas, and we're at the Bellagio, one of the most expensive hotels for people to stay out here in Vegas. So we're gonna go up to the valet, see if we can talk to some of these millionaires, figure out what they did to become wealthy in today's world. So come with us and let's go see what they have to say. Let's go. Excuse me, sir, question for you. Have you ever been broke before?
What?
Have you ever been broke before?
Broke?
Yeah.
No, man. Let me show you a picture of my car.
Yeah, that's a Lamborghini. Wait, real quick. What line of business are you in? Excuse me, sir. Question for you. Have you ever been broke before? Yeah? Could I interview you real quick?
What's this for?
I started a channel on Austin. I grew it to 8 million followers. I interview business
what do you
owners.
wanna know?
I guess, what line of business are you in?
Real estate.
What type of real estate?
Shopping centers. I bought 2 in Las Vegas.
You said you bought 2 of them in
Yeah,
Las Vegas.
Yeah, I just bought them.
How long have you been buying real estate for?
35 years.
There's a big misconception that you have to have a ton of money to start creating wealth in real estate.
No.
No?
No.
So how do you get the money to buy assets like,
Start small.
with what?
I started buying houses, and I just kept building it up.
Yeah?
Yeah, now I just bought one on East Flamingo, paid $25 million. Now I'm buying one on the north side for about 20.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
Not 1 year, but one deal. On a $6 million investment, I made like $40 million.
$40 million.
On a $6 million investment.
As a millionaire, what's the best financial advice that you ever received throughout your career? If there's a lesson about
That's
money,
a tough one.
if one lesson about money a mentor taught you that always stuck with you.
I don't know. Lesson, just be cautious. Be cautious, because when someone's selling something, they're getting rid of a problem. And you have to find out what the problem is. And then you have to create a strategy of how to exit that, when you buy it, how to make money and get out. Every single deal they're selling, remember, they're selling their problem to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is the lesson about money that banks don't want people to know?
You never tell the bank everything. When the banks ask me for my, financial statement, I always leave shit out, because they just want to know everything, gobble it all up if there's a problem. You just tell them what they want to hear.
And how old are you now?
I'm old. I'm 67, but I'm, good.
I'm 22 though, so you got
You're a
40.
baby.
You got 45 years on
My
me.
kids are 10 years old.
Let me ask you this: you got 45 years on me. Whose generation works harder, yours or mine?
Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
No question about it. These kids are on the computers. They want to do quick things. It takes time. Got to work hard, stay focused. These kids, you're 22 years old. You want.
Do you think you worked harder than me when you were my age?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I disagree, though. I work a lot. I work a
Okay.
lot.
When I was 22 years old, I had 2 jewelry stores. I was hustling on the street, selling jewelry, wholesaling, retailing, traveling, going to Italy to buy this shit, and coming back. And we did it on a shoestring.
You got amazing advice, sir. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for your
no
time. I
problem.
really appreciate that. Guys, we just interviewed a real estate mogul who owns hundreds of millions of dollars worth of real estate. And he's had that hustler mentality in him ever since he was a young guy, going around the world selling jewelry. That work ethic never left him. But my biggest takeaway from that interview is that he's playing in a completely different game than everybody else. See, there's a big misconception in real estate that the bigger the deal, the harder it is to do. But in reality, it's the complete opposite. The bigger the deal, the easier it is to do. The people involved are smarter, the financing's easier, and you can make a hell of a lot more money. Great interview out here in Las Vegas, you guys. We're gonna keep this video rolling and go get this next one. Come on. Excuse me, sir. Quick question for you. Have you ever been broke before?
Yeah, hell yeah. Every hustler's been broke. It's how you respond.
And what line of business are you in?
I'm in apparel.
Are you a business owner?
Absolutely. I do manufacturing as well as I have a clothing line.
And how long have you been an entrepreneur for?
10 years. We're going on 10 years now.
Over these 10
Yeah.
years, what's the greatest lesson that you've learned about entrepreneurship that you pass on to someone about to start their first company in today's world?
Oh, you got to stay 10 toes down. Like, you know what I mean? This isn't for everybody. Let's just make sure that everybody knows that, right? And you got to know that you're trying to build a long-term brand. You got to be in it for the long haul. You got to be able to have strong foundation in terms of what you're trying to build, making sure that you got a great team, and then you have a long-term vision for the brand of what you're trying to do. You know, Jay-Z said, man, are you a trend or you Ralph Lauren? You know what I mean? I want to be around 50 years. You feel me?
Yeah, he also said, I'm not a businessman. I'm
a businessman. Come on, you know that.
That's game right there.
That's game,
All right,
real game.
Now, let me ask you this. You're in
Yep.
clothes. How do you deal with tough margins?
Again, you just got to know your numbers. You got to know exactly what you're manufacturing the actual designs for, and then what you're actually going to sell it for. Fortunately enough, we did the Nordstrom deal, right? So there's bigger margins there based off of us manufacturing overseas. However, as I mentioned, we're a manufacturer here. So we do screen printing and direct to garment and DTF, right? So our margins is bigger because now I'm the actual printer. So there's pride in that. I grew up in the hood. I'm from LA. I'm from Carson.
You don't come from a lot of money.
I don't. I never did, right? And again, I speak, let's contextualize it. I'm come as a Samoan, Polynesian growing up in Los Angeles. It's not common within my specific culture to have successful entrepreneurs. So when we did the Nike deal or the Nordstrom deal or pop-ups with Macy's and Tilly's, this is the first time it's ever happened. What's 2024? So I know I'm trailblazing the path for a community that's never done business at this level. Why? Because they don't have the relationships, nor do they have the business structure ready to go once you do get the deal. And remember too, I tell entrepreneurs all the time, that could be a gift and a curse. You get the purchase order for 100 racks from Nordstrom, and it takes you 50 racks to actually do it. Well, where's the 50 racks, James?
Yeah.
You're supposed to come up with that,
Right.
right? So you got to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row in order to play in the big leagues.
So what was the turning point in your life that made you want to get really serious about becoming financially free and building a clothing empire? If there was one moment that you're like, man, I want to get really serious, what was that turning point in your
My
life?
son is here. He's 24 years old. So as a father, I knew that raising my son, at some point I wanted to pass on generational wealth to him because I didn't come from that. But then I had to figure out the game. I had to build relationships in affluent communities. This is why I'm at a conference now. I really am a proponent of, you got to go where the action is at. And if it's not in the hood, if it's not in your community, you got to literally go live with them. Because more often than not, in these affluent communities, that's where business owners is at. Success is about proximity.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year across all your businesses?
Let's just say seven figures. Yeah, let's just say 7 figures. I don't like to go into the numbers. Let's just say 7 figures.
What's one lesson about business that you give to somebody that they will not learn in school?
Relationships. I always have to go back to relationships. More often than not, this is what I learned from a lot of my mentors. Most successful entrepreneurs at a high level want to do business with people they like.
People buy from people they like.
Exactly. And one of my guys said, despite the price.
I got one for you. Price is only an issue if value is absent.
Oh man, he giving me a game now. I'm taking that one.
Hey, you got amazing advice, my friend.
Man,
I appreciate it. That was
man,
exceptional.
thank you, my boy.
Appreciate you, man. All right, you guys, Las Vegas has been insane so far, and the best interviews are yet to come, but I want to take a quick moment to talk to you guys about something that's been game-changing for me while I've been running this channel. See, I've learned that 45% of millionaires in the United States have some form of a side hustle where they're making additional money at all times. That's why I'm going to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Prize Picks. Whether you're working a 9-to-5 or running your own business, Prize Picks gives you the ability to make some extra money while you're already on the grind. If you're into sports like I am and you're already playing fantasy football, you might as well learn how to turn that passion into something that pays off, or as I like to call it, turning passion into profit. With Prize Picks, it's never been easier. All you have to do is pick 2 or more football players, pick whether they'll exceed or fall short of their projected stats for that week, and lock in your entry. You're already keeping track of your favorite players and their stats, so why not make some extra money while you're doing so? With a few smart picks and strategic decisions, you could turn $10 into $1,000 in a matter of minutes. Head over to Prize Picks using the link down in the description of this video. Use code SOHK for a guaranteed $50 bonus when you put $5 into play. With that being said, let's get back to the video. What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
$600 million.
$600 million. And what happened that year that you did $600
Sold a
million?
business.
You sold a business.
Sold a
How
business.
much did you sell the company for?
$600 million.
And what company was that?
It was INX.
Yeah? Did you start that company?
With my brother and a few other guys. Yeah, we sold it to Presidio out of New York.
So have you ever been broke before?
Oh yeah.
What was the turning point to financial freedom?
You mean, okay, after I went broke?
Yes.
I went broke because the state of Texas, who I had a contract with, refused to pay me and filed a sovereign immunity against me and stole $30 million of my money. It's all over the news. Everybody knows about it. Would never do business with the state of Texas again because they take your money because they're sovereign. Everybody, if you're an attorney, you know about this. So what you do is you have to put it down like a speeding ticket, start the next day, brand new, it's not your fault, and go make your money.
Let's say you're in a negotiation, you're at the table with that person and it's not going your way. Any tactics or something that you've kind of used or that you've noticed that really helps when you're selling or negotiating with somebody, with a prospective client for that matter?
Sure. If I had a client, I was trying to get them as a customer, and it was very difficult, I'd get them walk away. I would fire that customer because relationships are too important. If you got it on the front end and the relationship starts out good, then work it and be respectful to the relationship. If it's so difficult on the front end, you can't get past the first stage, fire them and move on because there's a lot of good people out there.
That's incredible. What's a lesson about money that banks don't want people to know?
That they're stealing from you every day.
What do you mean by that?
Oh my God. Every time they take money from you. They borrow money from the feds at zero, right? As example. They sell it to you at 10%. They hit you with fees, right? Then they tell you you're not qualified because you don't make enough money, right? So they want you to increase. It's just this vicious cycle.
Somebody has $100,000 right now. What's the first step that you would take if you had $100,000 and you want to start making some money in real estate? What are you buying?
I don't buy residential real estate, so that's not a fair question for me.
Why not?
I just don't believe in residential real estate values. I mean, I think you buy a home for you to live in and raise your family. Right? There's a lot of people that flip them and things like that, which is okay. That's not really my business. I do strictly commercial, right?
So why is commercial real estate your vehicle? Actually?
The bigger the deal, it's a lot easier. It may take a little longer, but you've got the professionals and the team and the time to pull it off and do it right.
So what type of commercial real estate should people be looking to buy right now?
The federal government's got 14,000 buildings that are empty. Commercial is going to be an interesting market in the next 20 years.
How old are you?
65 as of last month.
What's the deepest life quote that you've ever heard?
Never say never. Your life's not for sure. Your business is not for sure. Your relationship's not for sure. Your health is not for sure, right? The only thing that's for sure is that guy.
It's all about that vertical line we draw with God.
Let me tell you, if Jesus is not in your backbone, you got a long way to go. You better get to it.
Wow. You got amazing advice, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Well, no, I hope I did.
Las Vegas was incredible, you guys. We just interviewed some of the craziest 8- and 9-figure entrepreneurs that are in this city right now. But I want you guys to like and subscribe for amazing content we've got coming very soon. And click the link down in the description of this video to join our private entrepreneur community, the School of Mentors, where you can get directly mentored from the multimillionaires and the billionaires that I interview on this channel every single week. And if you want to learn skills like how to sell, how to market, how to create wealth in real estate, how to start and grow businesses directly from the millionaires you see on this channel, go to the link down in the description to join our private entrepreneur community. I can't wait to see you on the inside. But with that being said, we'll see you in the next video.